my God, what an exciting adventure this was. Thank you so much for sticking with me here. I'm an hour and a bit late, I think. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes late. But hey, nevertheless, just like you said, Christina, what an exciting adventure. We were downstairs. Jason surprised us, basically. This is how it worked. Jason surprised us and said, hey, I've got my new car, the Tesla that he's ordered only 2 weeks ago, was it? It's a month ago now. So he ordered it a month ago and it's already in his possession and he's using it already. It's a very exciting story. So he goes and says, hey, I'm just going to drop by after work and I'll show you the new car. And that happened to be at 4:00. And I was thinking, I'm just about to go live and had done some adjustments and settings and all that. And then he was here and I thought, that's too good an opportunity to pass up. And then while we were downstairs chatting, I was thinking, I just wanted to let you guys know what's happening. And rather than texting it out, I thought I'll quickly go live from my iPhone. And it was supposed to be just a 1-minute clip or so. But then the whole ride turned out to be so interesting about what he said about the car that in retrospect, I should have just recorded the whole thing and just put the whole thing live. Next time, I have learned my lesson in the spirit of testing things on Mixer Monday. There we go. So thank you so much, Christina, for your email. We're both fine. Thank you. I always appreciate that when people ask. That's very, very nice. And thank you so much for joining DreamLab, both in the car and here. And thank you, David, for joining us as well. I will send you another Discord invite. Maybe I'll do that right away. Let's do that right away. Because otherwise I'll forget. And, that's never good. I'll do it later. No, I'll do it now. So the other thing that I'm testing today is something else, which is called Mixer Pro. And that is a $7.99 subscription. And that is something that I'm still wearing my sunglasses, aren't I? There we go. Not even necessary indoors anymore. So that is something that is kind of supporting Mixer development because I really like the platform. I thought, $7.99 is not too big a deal. I'm totally going to give that to them. And is that how I create an invite? There we go. I'm going to put that in the chat now. Here's that Discord invite. Oops, invite. There we go. Ding. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, $7.99 Mixer Pro. There we go, and that gives me the little purple badge. But that's not everything. The reason why I did it is because the documentation is a little bit sketchy on this. But apparently, it gets users like me who are not Mixer partners access to transcode options. So at the bottom right of your Mixer player, you've got this little thing there, this little gear icon, and where it says quality 1080p, you can now drop that in. Welcome aboard, Electro Hermit. Very nice. You can drop that now down to 480. And I've explained the implications of that before. It's this thing that Mixer takes the packets straight from my computer and brings it to you. But if that connection happens to be too fast, then that can lead to a detrimental viewing experience. And on YouTube we have transcode options, but on Mixer we don't have them by default. And this Pro account makes it possible that I now have them. So they just allocate me, better technology. And if you happen to have a stuttering Mixer signal, like I seem to have that, I can now drop that down to 480. And that will lower the quality, but it also lowers the data that is being pulled in from Mixer. And that means the stream may be more fluid. There we go. That's what we're testing as well. There's many, many other things we're testing today, and one of them is, of course, the chat overlay. And I really don't know if that's going to be helpful or good or exciting, or maybe it's too small. I can't even read it. There's so many options that you can set there, and I'm thinking we should try this out. So I don't know if we're going to keep it, but I'm thinking let's try this out and let's see if it's going to be useful to us. Because the reason why I'm thinking about doing this. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's I find that annoying too, but sometimes what happens is that when people watch on other platforms, then they don't get to see what you're saying, and often I don't get to repeat that. I just answer your questions or I respond to you during the chat, but I don't feel that people may not be able to. They don't get to see what's going down and what you guys are saying. So I thought we're going to try it out. But please let me know if it is too annoying. We're gonna totally get that away. So I've put it on 2 buttons, so I can go full screen with the game, and I've got one that has the chat, and I've got one that doesn't have the chat. So we can always, mix and match. I am very curious, of course, that when you're watching the stream and you're watching the chat on the side, is that how you're watching it? Or are you watching it on a mobile device where you're having the chat overlaid in the stream? Let me know about that, because that, of course, has an impact then on how you're going to use those options. If you watch it side by side with the video, then you've got the chat twice. Boring. If you're watching it overlaid, then you're used to the overlay anyway, but you can always switch it off. And with the burnt-in overlay, you can't actually switch that off. So, one of those things. We'll try it out and we'll see what's going down. So, that's the second thing we're testing today. The third thing, all keeping in with testing, is, of course, something that my friends from Elgato have brought out. So I'm using this Stream Deck here. That's a thing I've been using for a while. But they now have this as an app on the App Store. And I've been putting this on... Indeed. I've been putting this on my phone. So I now have a second Stream Deck on my iPhone, which is kind of interesting. Even though it's still connecting, so that's not good. Oh yeah, because I haven't switched the Wi-Fi on, that's why. See, all in keeping in with the testing thing. I can see your messages in Discord, very much so, I think. Can I? In the general chat? There, no. Yes, there you are. Very cool, great. So, yeah, that's not working, good. So that's one test that doesn't work, awesome. We're starting to do the game in a moment. I just, have so many things open here, and then we're totally going to do it. Yeah, there we go. So this is now basically a second Stream Deck, which is very interesting. And I was going to give that to Julia. So if one of you goes in and says, "Hey, Christina is here," that's the spirit. David is here. That's cool, isn't it? And then when things go wrong and we have to do a level again, we can go. It will be so much fun. And I'm going to give that to my esteemed producer here, and she can cue the sound effects if and when she feels necessary. So that's partly why I was so delayed as well, because I was preparing, exactly, that's why I was preparing those little sound effects. And we'll see how they integrate in the whole thing. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? No, I can only see David's messages on Discord because he's just typed in there, but I couldn't see them in the combined chat app that I have here, the Restream app. I could only see them in Discord, so I just got a notification from Discord itself that said, no, the Discord thing is no longer shared, so whatever you're typing in Discord no longer appears in the shared chat here. I've got, when we were playing Subnautica on Saturday, I had some kind of an injury on my thumb here. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Literally here. Yes, I thought I took that to heart, Christina. This looks like little cuts in my thumb, and I didn't know what they were from, and I figured it out. It was I thought at first I was playing too much with the game controller, but that's not the case actually. It was what happened was that I swapped some RAM around. I swapped some RAM from my Z600 and put it into my Z800, which now has 50 gigabytes of RAM. Woo, that's very cool. One RAM slot I think is dodgy in there. So that didn't accept anything. So I had to take out lots of RAM pieces and put them into other things. And in pressing them down, it seems to have cut my thumb. So, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Julia. Very good. Super sharp RAM things there. This must have been our game, 1809, that we played last time. Let's go get this. Zin, hello, thank you so much, my new Patreon supporter. That is so nice of you to sign up. You and Karen, very cool. 2 new Patreon supporters on board, my friends. Thank you so much. I believe some applause would be in order, my dear. Very cool, very cool. Awesome stuff. Thank you for hosting my stream. That is even cooler. Thank you so much. So what I've prepared here is I've got this this clean thing that is just us and the game. Hosting the chat, hosting the stream is so exciting. And this is with the chat, which I believe we can only see. There we go, that's the chat. So I don't know, we can switch in between them. And thank you so much, Hypebot. Well, Hypebot is actually a bot, but Live Mender, thank you so much for joining in. We're playing Classic Portal. If I can go through here somehow. And we're just about to decide, is it a good idea to leave the chat on the screen or not? So we're going to just try this out for maybe an hour or so, and we can always, see what it's like. Do you know what? Very cool. I think I'm only following one person, if that makes a difference, Streamlab, and that is you. So how cool. I have half forgotten where we've ended up last time, so we'll explore this, and also we're going to have a chat about how we're going to use the Discord from now. Streamlab's given me very cool suggestions. I really appreciate that. Let's make this what we want it to be. I think that is important. Hey, thank you so much, Christina, for hosting me. Woo-hoo. Why didn't you get a notification there? Not so much that one. I meant the little running zombie. Isn't that giving us a notification too? Yes. Let me have a look if that is something that is not enabled here. No, right? Yeah, there's the alert box is here, and that's the alert box is also here. We'll see we'll see what happens next. Yeah, because I got a notification when Dreamlab hosted me. And so hosting the stream, that is something I've read up on. And apparently it means that if somebody goes to your channel, they're now seeing my signal, which is great. So, that's a good way to spread things around and just host each other's streams. So, let's see how we get out of here. I think this is how we got in from this upper little thing here. That's how we joined in, and we totally killed a few robots. Yes, I do remember that. But now it is, of course, up to us to get out of here. And hopefully, I guess that's the plan today, to meet GLaDOS. This is where we parked ourselves. Cans of beans, water, computers. And again with the cake. I so hope we get to meet GLaDOS today and finish the game. That'd be quite cool. And then we can pick another one that we're going to do for testing on Monday. Yes, I think the hosting each other's streams thing, that is something that Twitch came up with originally. And it is so that mainly at the end of the stream, if I were to end something, and I've got the amount of followers that I have, which is 17 now, it's not bad. Last week I had 9. Before that I had none. So, very cool. So that is so that at the end of the stream, the viewers who want to stay don't have to go and find something else. They can go and see somebody else's content if they're streaming. So, David, if you were to start streaming after me, then you get to, I could host your channel and my viewers could then go and enjoy your content. I see. So I have a feeling we need to end up at the top here, which probably means we have to get chucked out of this platform up here, and then we need to somehow, perhaps I'm going to go into the orange portal, so that means I can now stand on top of this. Yep, I guess I'm standing on top of this. And since this is the blue portal, I think I'm going to put a blue portal into the floor. No, an orange portal into the floor, into which I'm jumping in, and that should then chuck me out of the blue portal. I guess that's the idea, isn't it? Okay, let's try this out. Orange portal goes in here. I'm going to jump in, and when you tell me to jump, I will try and jump, hopefully ending up over here. Yeah, no. Damn. That's where a good sound effect could come in handy. If I had a producer that was actually awake, that is. Or maybe we just need to find the right... Yes, exactly. It's the kind of latency we expect from YouTube, but not from Mixer. So how can I go higher then, I wonder? Do I have to do this twice? I think so too, Dreamlab. Let's try this again. So if I go and do that again, and then I go and jump out. Ah, something like that, right? Let's try this again. Okay. Oh man, that was not what I wanted to do. Let's try this again. So I have to do the double that and then followed by that. Yes! Woohoo! Fantastic! Oh wow, that is exciting. And now it looks like we can go into another environment here.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this.
It didn't?
I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you. And all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
I do care about cake. GLaDOS is so evil. Oh, look at that. Somebody's failed that test. Why am I not surprised? Put that chair over here. They've got a nice computer setup here. 7 computers. Can you imagine? We can turn them all into render nodes and then just go and render DAS Studio. I have spoken on Facebook to Humberto. I don't know if he's going to join us today. I told him about the stream. It would be great if he could join us, or if you're watching, in fact, Humberto. Thank you so much for having that little chat. He has a Quadro K5000 card in his machine, and he's using DAS Studio. And we were talking about the fact I have a K4000 card in one of my machines. Yeah, exactly. Get the GPUs out of here. And he said, my K5000 works fine. And I said, oh, my K4000 does not. What's the difference? And it turns out that he's using DAS Studio 4.10, and 4.10 seems to work fine with the Quadro cards, and 4.11 does not yet do that, which is why I couldn't utilize that computer as a render node for that stonemason animation, because I'm using the denoiser, and that's of course only in 4.11. But that's cool, because, you know, I appreciate little comments like that. I think that was just too many chairs here. Let's go and get rid of some chairs. Dismantle them with that little electro thing. I think we can go through. Yeah, but everything we take through just gets destroyed. Including the GPUs, David, by the way. Which wouldn't be so nice. Let me demonstrate it to you. Even though, is it wise to go and, assuming these guys have a graphics card from like 2007, that may have been the K4000 actually. We put that through here. Yeah, maybe that'll work, yeah. I wonder if I can put portals. Oh no, I can't, because when I walk through this thing, all my portals that I've made are also destroyed. So even if I made one portal on the outside here, like this, if I can make one, and then I go through this thing, the portals disappear. Yes, we've had that in a previous level. Oh well, we'll see. This looks exciting. There's a button to press. You can't tell if this was a sound effect from the game or from my producer. Ah, I guess either way, somebody's got it in for us. I guess if I'd be... So I'm being targeted here? And if I'd be at the receiving end of that missile, I think I'd be chopped liver. That is not cool. Well, that got rid of the glass, that's good. And this means we can just hike it out of here. There's nothing else that we need to have a look at here, no. Oh. Yeah, David, so the cool thing is that we could put, so they're tied to the gun, that's right, so we can put one portal somewhere here and then walk into another room and that portal would still be there. But I guess it's because of this iron curtain that we went through that resets the portals. But until such time, you know. Oh, should we go have a look in this contaminated area? What do you think? Yes, I see. Let's not do that. Very good idea. Actually, let's. Aha! Save first. I don't think we have to do that. I think it just brings us to the last. I think it autosaves here. We have these autosave points. Creepy noises there. I like that this wafts in the wind here. It's a little bit of motion to that cable. Ah, over here. But over here we can't go because there's a piece of glass in the middle. Well, I do what every good adventurer would do and see how can we break that glass. I guess since we don't have anything to smash it with, we do, however, have a portalable wall on the other side. Is that a word? Portalable? That means a wall in which we can put portals. And if we do that, and that's just opposite the glass, I could just go into this other crazy bomb room and put the other portal color, which is orange. Let's remember that. Let's put orange into this thing so that the bomb gets cued there and then hopefully smashes the glass. Oh, yes, you. We're talking about you. Ah, like this. Oh my god. Ah, aim was slightly off. Yes! Fantastic! And now, of course, the issue is if I ever go past this thing again, he's going to target me again because he can just see me through the portal. Ay caramba, this is crazy stuff. So maybe we'll keep that orange portal open in case we ever need another one. And just for my own personal safety, I'm going to put that blue portal up here. Oh, I can't, excellent. Maybe here. There we go. Just so that... Thank you, David. Just so that when I walk past this thing, I'm not going to be taken advantage of here, so... But very clever. So now we've got that glass smashed, and we still have access to the bomb, should we need it. Ah, companion cube. One of his many friends is still alive. That is cool. What do you think of the overlay chat so far? Is it still annoying, or is it something we should consider getting rid of? I mean, the good thing is the messages do disappear automatically, so that is cool. I wonder now. I mean, these cubes, they're funny, but we don't have access to them. And it looks like if this sign says go over here, I wonder if this is in fact where we need to jump up to leave the level. Yeah, look at that. There's a smart little arrow here. Yeah, they are turned on. There's several designs I can pick from as well. I can make them bigger, smaller. I don't want them to be too intrusive, so I'm not entirely sure about the box design just yet. That was the one that's least intrusive. There was some in which it just displays the text, which is also fine. I love it, Electro Hermit. How did you come up with that name? That's a very cool avatar name. So I'm wondering if we just, and this is good that we have our portal at the ready still, if we just use the same thing and put a portal somewhere that would smash the glass tube, and then we'd get a cube, hopefully, that falls out. We just take that over here, jump on it, and then we can, you know, go on top of here. I'm thinking. What you reckon? I'm not sure, though, where to hit this from. Could hit it from here. That's one idea. To do that, and then, of course, we need a way to trigger that guy. Let's see if we can make that happen. Good thing we have that door still. And I'm just going to go and sacrifice, well, not sacrifice myself, but I'm going to be the target here. Oh. You do that. Boom. Ah, there we go. Ha ha ha. BRB, now we know what that means, David. We had to look it up last time when you said that. Christina and I were thinking, we don't even know what that means. Now we do. Haha, thank you very much. And now we can just leisurely, hopefully, jump up here and see where we're going to go next. I love how this game makes you think in these crazy ways. So I guess touching those blades, that's going to be a no-no. I'm not sure if I can go up here. I think that's just a red herring. I think I'm going to go and put another one of those portals down here. That means I come out here. Beyond the blades. Yes, indeed. Ah, I hear water. Like in Spelunky, I hear the rushing water. Now I hear more water. This is very cool. I'm liking these sound effects already. This is very cool what you can do with that. I wonder if you could even cue animations then. We haven't got anything prepared, but that would be kind of cool. You know, little fireworks or something if things go right. I'm going to make my way over here because I think this is not going to go too well. Down here, I think I can jump over here. See how else I can get out of this. Oh, loading, okay. Do you know there's another thing about the chat, about the Mixer chat in particular. I didn't know this, but there is this Hypebot thing. I was looking at what Hypebot actually is, and Hypebot is a bot, a chatbot that is already connected to Mixer. I didn't know this, so it's on by default, and I believe I can switch it off, and it takes care of, I believe, just telling us who's following and who's doing what and stuff. So he's posting that in the chat, which is very helpful. That's very cute. But apparently it does other things too. So where there is something you can whisper at a user, for example. So you can put /whisper and then the username, and then that means that message will only be seen by that user. So if you put /Dreamlab Studio, then that would only go to Dreamlab and not to everyone else. That's interesting. So that's one command I found out about. That's interesting about Mixer. Then the other command is... that was something else, but of course I forgot now. So if I put a blue portal up here and I'll put an orange one down here. Oh yes, okay, cool. So then I'm here. Ah, mucky feet syndrome. That's a sound effect in the game, by the way, not from Julia. Just thought I'd clarify that. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see anything, no. Okay, cool. See if Dreamlab can whisper back to you. That's interesting. Finding out all these exciting things there. So this appears to be kind of a moat. Oh, I see. The room is much... Oh, okay. The room is much larger than I had imagined. Oh, I see. That's what Hypebot can do. Interesting. So Hypebot has a partner which is called Hype Zone. It doesn't apply in our case, but Hype Zone is something. It's like a program you can watch on Mixer, and it picks certain games like not the one that we're playing. It's only a handful of games right now, and it does things like look at a crucial moment of the game, and then you can. Basically, if you play something like Apex Legends or what's this other thing, Fortnite, if you play that, then you get to be the last one standing or one of the last 3 people standing. Then your channel gets put into the hype zone. Oh dear, what's going on now? Oh. Okay. Well, I think our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to eliminate all these robots. If the music's too loud, let me know. I can always turn it down. I think they went a little bit over the top there. I think we'll employ the same technique as we had before. So it looks like, judging by the amounts of laser beams here, there's tons and tons of robots in here at varying levels in the game. So I think let's go and put a portal into here. Ah, good stuff. And eliminate number 1 first. Maybe a little bit further back. No, we can't go further back. Can we shoot a portal through a portal? Nah, that'd be too easy. I think I'm gonna go put one on the side here, like this. Yeah, that's me.
Please put me down.
Yeah, well, there we go. I don't hate you. That's so cute, isn't it? I think we'll just go do the same thing with... Hopefully there's a guy in here that we can also eliminate. Let's just have a look. Aha! Hello.
Put me down.
Sure. You asked for it. No hard feelings. That's true. He needs hugs. I know, a poor robot. Because they are so cute with what they're saying. It's just all cute, isn't it? But then... they just fire with near unlimited ammunition, and it's just, poor me, really. Let's go tackle this one next. That is a very good point, Julia. What are they actually guarding? Haha. Oh my god, my blood. Look at that. David! We're eliminating a series of these robots here that seem to be dotted around at varying levels. I think this guy has a good chance of being next. Sneakily put a portal in here and one in here, and we go hello. Oh, shutting down. They are really cute. Christina, did you get a chance to make that coffee mug yet? I'm only asking because yesterday on my Apple TV I've got this, I've got a Flickr slideshow going of my recent photos which I've updated like 5 years ago, and one of the pictures that was showing was a little ceramic mug that I did in Carrara. Short-term memory there, David. This happens to all of us. Oh, cool! Oh my god, Christina, no way, no, I didn't read Discord yet. Oh dear, what happened? Ow. Oh no, so you're watching from the hospital. Is it... can you talk about it? Are you okay? Your sister is such a sweetheart. That is so nice of you, sister. I read the description on your website about you and your sisters, and it's one of the things. Oh, food poisoning. Ay caramba. That is so cool. Well, do you know, in that case, special greetings from Julia and me. That's crazy. Food poisoning, I hope it's going to go away very soon. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's nothing serious. That's the only concern. I mean, you and I, we know what it's like if you go in and out of hospitals so often that you think, hey man, this is just not very good. Yes, indeed. I still stick by that. You're a super survivor, Christina. Very cool. Bit of food poisoning, glass of aspirin and we'll be back on our feet. We've survived better things and bigger things, so food poisoning has nothing on us. There we go. That is sadly the case. Yes, sometimes hospitals are not the best place to not get sick, but they're also a really good way of helping you when you're in dire need. Ah, look at that. We have another robot up here. What is this room, really? I mean, who would construct this? What is the purpose of this thing in the enrichment center, I wonder? And how do we get out of here if that is indeed our purpose? Let's see if we can ice that last robot here. I'm so glad your sister lives close by that she can bring you a laptop. That is very nice of her.
There you are.
Oops.
Searching.
Let's see if we can get this guy without
Put
major...
me down. Target function. Critical error.
Aw. Poor little guy. Well, I'm just looking at this thing here over there. I think that's what's going to get us to the next level. And then of course the fact that we're so high up right now, I think we're probably going to have to jump and put a portal in this, and then we're going to jump out there. I think that's what we're going to do, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. True, exactly. She can't say no, can she? Look at that, this is always fun. And now that guy is just jumping between two portals. Oh dear. We can play this game all out. Look at that, we can do that. Hey! I used to love doing things like that. It'd be so cool if we could just jump out of one thing and keep jumping into the next. Maybe we can bring him to us. That's a nice challenge. Oh good, so you're going to be home soon. That's good to know. So, tell me when to jump down here and I will jump down and hopefully see where we land. Are you ready for this? Let's do this thing. Woo-hoo! Whoa! Oh. Huh. Oh, I see. We should have put another portal... Yes, let's do this again, shall we? We should have put another portal into there and then go... Yes. Let's do that here. Let's go and do that. And... Oh no, that's the taller one. We need to be in here, don't we? So we're gonna go in here. Put the orange portal down here. So now we're going to be on the opposite side of that room, and we're going to go and jump out, put an orange portal down here, and then while we're jumping, is that how we're going to do it? Is there something else above here? I think that's how we're supposed to do it. I thought. Maybe it isn't. Oh, I'm confused. Let's try this again. Tell me when to jump, and I will jump, and hopefully we're going to end up over here. That's the idea. Ooh. Ah, man. Let's do this again. Now it happens to me what just happened to that poor robot thing. Maybe I can just lunge through here and then whoop, do something like that. And maybe I've just been able to put an orange portal up there on the inside there. I mean, I don't know. Let's have a look. If I put the blue portal into here. Is that where it is? No, it isn't. Ah, man. Okay, uncool. We're gonna do this again. This could be a long day. But then Christina's in the hospital all night, so there we go. We'll just keep going. Can you imagine? I'll stay live until you get released from the hospital. That'd be cool. Let's do it. I've got coffee. I need to go to work at 12 o'clock tomorrow, my time, so it's, you know, I'll see how long I can do it. There's a few more games I've bought, so, you know, let's do that. I think YouTube keeps 12 hours of recorded material. Let's see how much Mixer keeps. Part of testing, of course. So let's try this again. I think I need to be on this platform up here. So I'm going to put a portal into here. Is this how we're doing it? I think so. One blue portal is here. Exactly. Get the doctor to watch as well. Maybe he goes, I think I have to do my rounds now. Ah, Doc, you should watch this guy. You know, he's playing classic Portal. It's really cool. That would be so cool. And thank you for hosting my stream. I love it. So we're going to jump out of here. That gets us hopefully somehow into here. But the last two tries were unsuccessful. Is it because we need to jump off here? Yeah, off the highest height, right? That's what we need to do. So let's go and put our orange portal into here. Okay. Let's try. Oh. That is not nice. Do they not give you coffee in the... No, I suppose when you're on food poisoning they don't want you to eat and drink anything for the time being, I guess. So I'm going to go and lunge through here and put an orange portal into wherever I land. Let's try this. Tell me when and I will run through the portal. Yeah, I suppose water is an idea. Woohoo! David gets 10 points. Oh man, I get minus 10 points because... oh my god. Oh, look at that. Did I just say that? That wasn't so bad. Round of applause, please. That's the spirit. Ah, ice cubes. I remember when I was on a clear liquid diet in the hospital, that's exactly what they wanted me to do. No food. Not even water. All you're allowed to do is suck ice cubes. It's called nil by mouth over here. I had some fancy Latin abbreviation. What was that again? NOP? Something along those lines. It looks like we're one step further to, I don't know, wherever it is that we're going. Oh, can you imagine over here? I can see ladders up here. That'd be kind of cool to get here. I'm not sure if we're meant to go here. I think we're gonna go through here for now. Ah. Dude, that's not fun, is it? Robots coming out of nowhere, starting to shoot at me instantly. Well, good thing we have a few more portals over here. So this is a blue portal in the big room. So I think all we need to do is then try and put an orange portal underneath this guy. And then at least one of them is going to vanish. Let's try this. And he comes jumping right back in this room. Look at him go! Dude, stop shooting. Aww. Somebody on the Subnautica stream, we encountered this massive crab-like monster, and they said to, I think it was Alien, he said he just needs hugs. This guy was continuously attacking us. There we go. That's the spirit. So, now that we've done that, where are we going to go next? Those pipes don't look healthy up there. Yes. Double ha. Ah, oh my god. I have accidentally fallen through the portal. I think I can just sneak my way back in here. Because what I don't want to do is do the whole thing again. That would be really uncool. I want to put that orange portal over here. No, I won't, because I'm not allowed. Maybe over here. Do you know, this is an interesting effect here. If we look at this picture here, this is kind of an automatic gain control for the visuals. If we look at this, that's one thing that is interesting about certain game engines, and Source, this is the game engine that we're using right now. Source has that, and it's a very clever white balance control, not so much in terms of color temperature, but in terms of exposure. So look at what happens if I look over here. This piece of ground looks completely blown out, but as I stand here, the automatic gain control brings that down, so now this is properly exposed. But of course this would now lead to the fact that something like this is now underexposed. But again, we look at this direction and it now is being cranked up in luminance. We look back at this, so this is how that works. It's very, very cool, and the player doesn't notice the amount of contrast that we actually have to regulate because everything appears to be exposed properly. But some games don't make use of that well, or I guess some game engines don't make use of that well. And it's really well done how they've done it here, because no matter where I look, I always see a more or less perfectly exposed picture. And you try to put that on the same frame, one thing is either over or one thing is underexposed. It's very clever. There is something in DAS Studio that does something similar. As soon as you switch to the iRay viewport, you get this little iRay icon next to the thing that describes what the viewport is doing. So if it's set to iRay, it has this little iRay graphic on the left of it. And it can be set to either control the exposure or control the white balance. It's a very clever idea, and then you just you click that, and then I haven't quite worked out how to use it properly, but it does something similar. So if you say, hey, that's too dark, you can then focus in on something else. And I think what it actually changes is the tone mapping settings. How do we get into here? There's no way I can put a portal. All these things, they don't allow me to put a portal on here. That's exactly right, Dreamlab, exactly. Like setting a camera to aperture mode. Oh, David, I don't know if you may not have heard of that yet, but the second 2080 may be coming sooner than I thought. Something rather exciting has happened. That's a very good point. That is probably the next version I'm going to get, the one with the blower edition. I think that's what I'm going to get. So what happened is, you know him as Zero Kelvin in our chats, and he is called Brian Kramer. Don't know if you're watching, Brian. If you are, drop by the chat. It'd be lovely to say hello and give you an update. He's written a few books, which I've told you about before, the Zero Kelvin books. His latest book, Flicker World, is something that I've read. I loved it. And Brian and I have decided that I'm going to narrate the book. And we're currently in production already. I've narrated up to chapter 6 today. And we were thinking about a deal. Is it either going to be royalty share or an upfront payment? And I said, I would love an upfront payment, because that means I could invest it into the second RTX card. And we struck a deal, and that is how I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to narrate his book and use the money to buy myself that second RTX card. Is that exciting or what? And that all happened because of the... Thank you. That happened as a result of our streams. This is just so mind-blowing. That is cool, isn't it? I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so if Brian has the time, he's probably going to drop by if he sees that we're live. I'm thinking... That's exactly right. It's a win-win situation, and it's a great book. So it's super funny. It's absolutely it needs to have a wider audience. Flickr World, get it on Amazon now. It's very cool, very good book. So I'm thinking I'm going to put one portal here, and because we're now so unbelievably high up, I'm thinking I'm just going to jump down here from this great height and put a blue portal wherever I land. And that hopefully gets me spit out up here, and perhaps that means I can just go and jump up on those things. Ah, is that the first 0 Kelvin, is it? Because I'm thinking of buying that next. It's this is the only one I've read so far of him, so maybe I should do that. I've narrated my own book, Broken Bowels, a few months ago, and that's how I got into this ACX thing. Okay, let's try this thing. I'll tell you more about ACX in a moment. Let me know when to jump, and I will jump from a great height. What am I doing? Oh man, the wrong thing. Let's try this again. Yes. This isn't messing with my head at all, is it? Crazy. Okay, let me try that again. Come on. Maybe we can we land on here? Yeah, come on. I'll try and jump into this thing. We're encouraging jumpers and we shouldn't. Well, kids, don't try this at home. And only do this if you have the Aperture Science portal gun, of course. And also, I'm going to jump now. Come on, I'm going to totally jump. Let's jump. Woo! Oh, man. This is crazy, isn't it? 12th time lucky. Oops. Yes, exactly. All right. That's a great idea, Christina. I think I'm going to do that tonight. It's always good to find something... Oh, man. Are we there yet? We're there, aren't we? We've made it! We've made it! Oh, that is cool. Alright. Does that yield applause? I can see I need my own stream deck here at this desk. Thinking about it, I do have my own stream deck here at this desk. It's just full of other things. Like, you know, queuing titles and cameras and all that. So we're up here now, this is good. And I guess now we need to go even higher. Oh, that should be easy. We can just put a portal up here, like so. And then we can go... just remembering the color of the portal. Orange, okay. And now we just put a blue one here, perhaps. Ah. Orange portal here. Blue one here. And... Ah, no! Unless this is actually correct. I can't tell. Oh, last week's Spark leader, by the way, is Slowed Zebra. He or she queued so many little funky animations. That is very true, Christina. We're not dead. And it's just, it should be, no, so I haven't made it. So I need to go over here, haven't I? This is the idea. Go over here. There. I think I just jumped over the railing there. Let's try this again. Come on. Boom. Haha. Yes, Dreamlab, they've made a 32-button Stream Deck now because apparently people were asking for it. Recommended retail price $250. a little bit pricey, but they've also added a new thing to their software. So the Stream Deck software previously has only supported a single Stream Deck. This new version that's come out with it, which comes free with Stream Deck, or you can download it, it has... well done, yes, you're the leader now. It has the ability to attach multiple Stream Decks to your computer. So that's cool. But they went one further and said with that option that you now have several Stream Decks, you can also have a Stream Deck virtually on your iPhone. It's a subscription iPad or iPhone app. I believe, I don't know if they have it on Android as well, but definitely for iOS. And you just install it and then you attach that as a second Stream Deck to your account. And that means you can have just more buttons basically. Or if you have a second smaller Stream Deck, you can just use both of them side by side. It's very cool. Biscuits uses it as a productivity tool, which is also a great idea. So she's got her brushes for ZBrush queued up on it, and that's a very cool idea. Sometimes they have these little abbreviations that you have to put like 3 letters in to pick one brush, and you can set that up as shortcuts on the Stream Deck. So she's using it not for streaming so much, but for, you know, using with ZBrush. Very clever. Or Photoshop actions. It's a very, very clever little nifty little tool there. So I guess this is that magnificent room that we've just been in, and indeed we are now very high up here. Another crazy door that awaits us. This has got to be the largest level yet. Aha. What do you think, guys? Shall we explore this room, or do we need to... Is there more things to do in this room? I think they have Dreamlab. I think it's a general iOS version, and you we'll explore. It's an iOS version, and on the iPad you just have more buttons. On the iPhone, I think you have, how many buttons is it, Joya? Is it 3 by 5? 15 buttons? 15. I think the iPad version is like, I don't know, 4,000 or something. Probably less than that, but has however many fit on the display. I've got this really large, this really old iPad, and it doesn't have iOS 12 on it, so I can't use it on there. Be a great productivity tool for that. Maybe they'll bring out a Windows touchscreen version once. That'd be kind of cool. They'll stop at nothing, you know. Yes. I'm not sure if we can go anywhere else. I don't see anywhere where we can put portals up here. This is where we came from. Let's have a look at this other room. Let's see. That's a very clever idea, David. Nah, I can't grab a cable. These or these ones. Nah. It's not built into the engine, I guess. Much like, you know, us looking down and not seeing our own feet. It's also not really built into the engine. But I guess, you know, since we hardly ever look there, we don't notice that we have no body. Because I don't know why they did it, because the character is clearly modeled, so through the portals we can see our main character. But yeah, I guess we can't see ourselves when we look down. Yes. On the bottom of the... Oh, like here? Nah. I think this is all this metal type stuff. Not even here we can put one in. I think they pretty much just want us to go through that other door there. Of those above me. Oh, these ones here. Ah, that's clever. Nah. I'm just thinking, you know, in regards to performance. I mean, we can see that this isn't actually a cylinder. I mean, it is a cylinder, but it's got like 8 sides, I guess, you know. I wonder if these black things here, if this is actual geometry, and does it have a shader on it? It may do. Probably doesn't, because does it need it? So those little... It's worth a try, isn't it? It's worth a try. Yeah, this is where we can put... No, we can't even... Yeah, there we go. We can put portals in here. Perhaps not a bad call to just put one in here, the blue one, just in case we need to hike it out of here rather quickly. Because, you know, what else is going to happen here? In the Enrichment Center. The Aperture Signed Enrichment Center. Oh, there's that exposure control again. Look at that. Hard at work. Very cool. So here's our 5-year review of the GSA schedules. Black Mesa versus Aperture. Guess Black Mesa not doing so well. Case study, Genetic Lifeform and Disk Operating System. That's the abbreviation for GLaDOS, Genetic Lifeform and Disk Operating System. Less expensive. Bonus to DLA, Aperture ESI. Very good, David. Very clever. Competing with Black Mesa for DoD and government-wide acquisition contracts. Ooh, thank you so much for hosting my stream, Slowed Zebra. You are still this week's Sparks leader. Round of applause, please, for Spark Zebra. Very cool. Is that 5-year review again? And I wanted to read more about GLaDOS there. That was such a cool description. I don't think I've ever read this. Black Mesa FSII proposal. Costly Black Mesa personnel overpaid. Given limited skill set ambition. Design inhibits ICE. Nothing more. Aperture proposal. Less expensive. Fully functioning disk operating system. And arguably alive. Woohoo! Also, Hypebot has its own icon there in the chat. That's very cool. I'm learning so many new things about Mixer. And it's yeah, Slowed Zebra isn't gonna not be top of the list anytime soon. You're the only one who knows how to use these emotes. Actually, and Julia. Julia does as well. And Biscuits, that's true. Actually, we all do. Thank you, Slowed Zebra. I appreciate that. Wear your respirator. Admittance to authorized personnel only. I guess we can't go through here then, because I don't think we're meant to be here. Nah, it's a shame, isn't it? If only we had the key code to this door. That's the other command I was going to tell you about. So we talked about whisper already. You put /whisper followed by the username that you want to whisper something to, and then that is something that only that user can see. And that's something that's made by Hypebot. So Hypebot will acknowledge those commands. But there's another command. If there is a user that you don't want to see, you can put /mute followed by the username, and then you won't see that user's comments in your chat stream. The comments will still go out and everyone else can see them, but if you wanted to mute somebody, you can just go /mute followed by the username, I think. Oh, this is how we came in, isn't it? Ah, okay, cool. Let's go back. Oh, this is where we can't go through. I guess the only way out of it then is that door that we're not really meant to go through. This one here. What do you think? Shall we do it? Let's do it. Oh dear, I have a feeling we're nearing the completion of this game, my friends. Because I think what I can see there, except for the flashy images up there, it is GLaDOS herself. This is GLaDOS, my goodness. That is totally GLaDOS, absolutely. And it means we're probably going to have to take her out if we want to make it out of here alive. This could be interesting. Exactly. Well, perhaps there'll be cake at the end of this. Who knows? What shall we do? Shall we go through here? Oh, I don't really want to meet GLaDOS. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Very good point. We've explored it all, haven't we? There we go.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior,
Cake.
the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
Aww.
Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you.
Oh dear.
Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Ah.
Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is
This thing?
that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead.
Oh. That's not nice, is it?
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse somehow.
Really? Nothing to lose then. Shall we touch it? Sure, let's do that.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone.
I'm not sure. I
Where are you
think,
taking that thing?
well, let's just explore a little
Do you
bit.
think
And
I'm trying to trick you with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now.
GLaDOS is hilarious. Well, I
Okay,
think...
fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
I think we've seen this thing before, haven't
Let's
we?
be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later.
Well, I wonder...
That
Look at
thing is
that.
probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it.
Swanky glass stairs, a button with a window that
Maybe you should marry that
overlooks
thing since you love it so much. Do
that
you want to
incinerator.
marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel?
Uh-huh. I have a pretty good idea what we're going to do with that purple sphere.
In this room, trust me, leave that thing alone.
But of course our challenge is going to be hiking it over there.
I am
Oh,
being
spoiler
serious
alert
now.
there,
That
Dreamlab,
crazy
but
thing
yes,
is not part
yes
of
we do.
any test protocol.
Let's put one portal into here, because I think we can't put portals into here. Or into here? No, perfect. So we're going to put
Just
one
ignore
portal
that
into
thing
here.
and stand still.
We're going to run over here and make ourselves come out just as close as possible to this thing. Perhaps here. So that now means we have a direct link between pressing that button and coming out next to the incinerator.
I'll tell you what that thing
So that we can
isn't.
drop
It isn't
stuff
yours,
into
so
it.
Leave it alone.
Ah, I wonder what we can drop in there. Perhaps that purple sphere there? Is that a good idea?
Are you even listening to me?
I'm not actually, GLaDOS. Sorry. No, you're not in the chat. I can't hear what you're saying.
I'll tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours, so leave it alone.
Well, I'm thinking we'll just, press that button here, and then we're going to run over it. Crazy, isn't it? Yes. See how nervous she gets when we... Ah, man. So I can't press the button and carry this thing at the same time, so I'm just going to go and press the button now, pick this thing up, hike it over here, and... Ah. I have to be a little bit quicker here. But no problem. We can do it, we can do it. Let's try again. Ha!
You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That
Yes.
has got to be the dumbest thing that. Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me.
Oh, you're the rocket. We've met that rocket before. Christina, that is so funny. As they say, laughter is the best medicine.
Killing you and giving me good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go.
I'm thinking, I guess we only have these 5.5 minutes time to do that with. I think I can redirect that rocket into a portal, let's say this one here, and the other side of that portal, we're gonna somehow aim at GLaDOS and maybe she'll lose another sphere, I'm thinking.
The difference between us is that I can feel.
Let's try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think the only way I can judge it by is to... Yeah, look at that, that's perfect. Bomb goes in, bomb comes out. Almost. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
I said you don't care. Are you listening?
And... we're literally that close.
That's it.
That should hit her. Come on.
Starting now.
Haha.
Lot more killing.
Yay, absolutely. So, okay, rocket thing has gone in again. That thing is just hovering up there.
Did you say something?
No.
Sincerely hope you
Portal,
understand
yes,
my
portal.
response,
And we just
because
go...
I'm not talking to you. The talking is over.
Ha! Orange sphere.
What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that? What is that?
That must be the curiosity sphere.
Hey, look at that thing. What's wrong with your
So
nose?
funny.
Where are we going? Are you coming back? Oh, hey, you're the lady from the test. Hi. What's that? Is that a gun? Where are we going? Oh, what's in
It's almost a shame to kill this guy.
What is that? Oh, what's that? What's that? Maybe you saw something burning.
Ah.
Oh, that thing has numbers on it.
Nearly.
Look at that thing. No, get out of
You're
here.
the lady from the test. That was hilarious, wasn't it?
Where are we going? Are you coming back? Oh, hey, you're the lady from the test. Hi. What's that noise? Is that it? Do you smell
Sorry,
something
guy.
burning? Where are we going?
Ah,
You think you're doing some damage?
2 plus 2 is
3 and a bit minutes to go. That was effective how we killed GLaDOS there.
I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I
Won't be for much
curious
longer.
about your behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin.
Oh, so
into
she's
my head any
swaying a
faster.
little faster
I'd
here.
just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed.
Oh, another hit.
A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, companion Cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends.
How are we gonna
Because
do
of how
that?
remarkable you are. It says you
Well, I guess momentum is the answer once again, isn't it?
remarkable, liked by no one. They
Can we put a portal into the bottom here, into the floor?
Shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says.
Ah,
Very formal, very official. It also says you were adopted.
because I don't know if we can... where we could jump off from. There's no way we can put portals in the floor. Oh, we can. Okay.
You're curious
Aha.
about what happens
Well, in
after
that
you
case-
die, right? Guess what? I know. You're going to find out firsthand before I finish explaining it, though, so I won't bother. Here's a hint. You're gonna want to have as much learning as you can into the next couple minutes.
So maybe one portal here. The other one...
That isn't important.
Ah, almost.
It's the fluid catalytic
Almost.
unit. It makes shoes for orphans.
Ah,
Nice job breaking.
yes! There we go.
118.25 ounces.
This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you?
We're the bad guys.
Is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you?
3/4 cup butter or margarine, 1 2/3 cups granulated sugar.
I'm just gonna leave him here and go run through this. Press that button.
I said you don't care. Are you listening?
Let's finish this thing off.
Neurotoxin.
We're not quite done yet. Oh man.
Kidding.
When I said deadly,
Let's see if we can do this.
the deadly was in massive sarcasm. I could take a bath in this stuff.
There's another sphere we need to deal with. Oh man, you're joking. How am I going to get that?
That's funny.
I thought it was 3 spheres. We need to do 4 spheres?
You,
I'm never going to make it.
you're
How would I do that then?
And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left.
Yeah, I think we'd have to go through here.
Survival. Well then, the last
Something
thing
like
you
that.
want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned
And then
permanently
literally
marked
just
in case something
go
terrible
and
happens to
grab
you.
it with the gun. Let's try that.
Just a-
Ah, and not die like we have done just now. Oh man, I had no idea that's what we're supposed to do. Well, I guess we're gonna have to play this game a lot faster. Come on.
Shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a
Practice
lot
makes perfect, though.
than the neurotoxin.
I like that we found a way to make this rocket aim at GLaDOS really quickly. So that's good. That's really good. And I think I also like the idea to put the sphere down here and then just quickly put the portals here and over here.
Nice job breaking it, hero.
You're the lady from the test. I'm still thinking about your remark, Christina, that the nurse came in because you were laughing so hard. That is just so cool.
You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is
Let's try again.
Fine. I let you survive this long because I was cute
Boom. All right.
to destroy that part of me.
And that was kind of easy to do, wasn't it? We just go and put one thing up here, one thing down here.
And any faster. I just like to point out that you
That's the
gave
spirit.
Every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to.
I can't quite remember how we did this now last time. Do I need to jump?
Of course, he
First, there we go. Perfect.
murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends.
It is so cool.
You are.
And the doctor.
Right here in personnel file. Unlike
How does it work in
liked by you,
and the other patients exactly?
who's passing from not people.
Oh, leave that here. Quickly run through here, press that button, run over here, and go boom.
It also says she
Ha!
adopted.
Quickly hike it over here. Yay, thank you so much.
So deadly. Joking.
Ah, that may be too far to the side. Ah, yeah. Let's see if we can do that again. A little bit more accurate. Come on.
Take a bath in this stuff. Put it on cereal, rubber band.
And
It's not.
bullseye. Very nice.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness.
Yeah, so this...
Who's going to make the cake when I'm gone? You. Look,
As if GLaDOS had made us a cake.
believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's
Did I
your
miss the
point anyway?
thing?
Survival. Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been
Did I
wrong
grab
about
it?
every
No.
single thing you've ever
It's really
done,
difficult to
including
grab this thing in
It's
midair.
not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong?
Oh, it is. Oh, I got it. I got it. Look at that. Oh, wow. Crazy sphere. My goodness.
What's going on?
It's looking at me funny. Ah, turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and them.
Oh, my goodness.
Unless you have a plan for building some supercomputer parts,
I think we can shut this thing up for good.
be safe much.
This has got to be it, right?
Test complete.
Stop squirming and die like an adult, or I'm going to delete your backup.
Oh, my God.
Okay, enough. I deleted it. No matter what happens now, you're dead. We're so shocking. You're dead.
Look into the light, GLaDOS. Look into the light.
Thank you for assuming the party escort submission position.
What? Whoa. While we have seen the outside sunlight again, it looks like our dead body has been dragged away. This is one of the coolest end screens I've ever seen in a video game. It's very exciting stuff. I haven't watched this in a while. Look at all the spheres. Oh, look at that. Well, Christina, we don't know if we're dead or not. I think we have survived, but something dragged us back. Pfft, into the facility.
This was a triumph.
This is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Making a note here. Huge success.
And even better that GLaDOS is singing it.
To overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'd rather get burned, think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, fair chance. Anyway, this
What a wonderful song indeed! It was one of those songs I kept singing when I was when I had cancer and I had just about made it. It really reminds me of that. I always get emotional when I hear that song. It was such a cool song. I'm still alive. That's exactly what that reminds me of. And it was wonderful to do this all with you. This was an amazing test. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. And I know we started a little late today, but I think we made it through Portal 1. That's fantastic. This song, by the way, was made by Jonathan Colton, I believe, and he liked playing Half-Life. I think Half-Life and Half-Life 2, and the company that made Half-Life 2 also made this one here, and they contacted him if he could do some music for the game, and he loved it. He loved the idea, and he did it immediately. There are about 3 versions of this song out on the internet. I think there's one that's performed by him. It's also a very good song. It's available from iTunes. The whole soundtrack is available from iTunes. Oh, and look at that. Our companion cube is there as well. That is so exciting. And we get cake, finally. Yes. Let me know what you think about the chat that is embedded. I can change the design to make it something much simpler. I don't know about the boxed overlay there. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the sound effects too. Be really interested to get your opinion on that. Also, let me know what you think, how we could use the Discord going forward. I would like to make this kind of a closed group and give access to the Discord server as a Patreon perk in a few months. Up until then, I would like to send out occasional invitation of streams so that people can join in and we can see what we can make of it. I can see it going forward for collaborative work. We can have voice chats through it as well. We can have voice group chats in which people can drop in, drop out if and when they have the time. I'm thinking this could be really cool. It is also possible, apparently, to use it for screen sharing. So if there is a question one of you have and we arrange a time, we can do that on Discord. And if people who are also on Discord at the time can watch, that just brings all of us as a community together. So there we go. That was it for today. I've bought several other games. I like to keep the Monday slot up for testing new things, testing new games, testing new overlays, testing new ways of working. I think, if you're up for it, let's do it. And we have Friday. Hey, we have Friday, we have Saturday, and now we have the Monday as well. Yeah, maybe we should make it a 4th day somehow. Will I ever get any work done? We'll see about that. Well, let me know on Discord what you think. I'll be around there for another hour or so. Maybe we'll spin up another game if you're up for it. I have got no plans. Christina can't sleep in the hospital anyway, so there we go. Why don't we hang out? I'm going to sign off for now, and let's bring it over to Discord and chat there. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye-bye.